Timidity is not from God. Respectfully, I'd start this video by letting you know that timidity is actually not from God. So if you're acting timid right now, or if you are timid right now, you need to sit down and listen, because this needs to stop. Just needs to stop. Today's the day that's gonna stop. Right. Why is timidity not from God? I will get to that in a little bit. But I just want to explain to you what you're actually doing to yourself by being timid. You're generally blocking your blessings. The grand scheme of things, you are blocking your blessings. What I mean by that is, imagine how many different things that you're missing out on because of timidity, because you are shy, because you don't know how to speak to other people. Imagine how many blessings that you have not unlocked because you're still quite shy and you don't know how to speak to other people. Right. Why is it a blessing to be confident? You can unlock destiny. You can change your life by being confident. The example I want to give you guys is the children of Israel. So, it started off in the Bible where Moses freed his people. They go through Egypt to try and get to the promised land, right? Now, obviously, Moses couldn't finish the job. He had Joshua. Joshua now came through to finish the job. And then now they were getting close to Canaan, the land flowing of milk and honey, right? God didn't just say, "Oh, here you go. Here's the land with milk and honey. Here you go. Have a good time." Okay? It was promised to them, yes. It was promised to them, yes. However, they had to fight for it. They had to fight for it. Now imagine they got to the border, like you watch Border Force and they're asking bare questions to people here. Imagine they got to the border, right? Oh my gosh, I remember story time when I went to America to work for a few months. The way they were questioning me, like I was trying to stay in that country. You don't know that you're a secret third world country yourself. I don't want to stay there, but they were asking me questions on questions on questions on questions. Anyways, you had to have chest for that interview, regardless to say. But anyways, they get to the border. They get to the border, right? And they could go back to their old ways, go back to being enslaved, or they can go to the land of milk and honey, right? Now imagine they get to the border and the leader says, "Guys, I don't have it in me. I've been confident to this point, but I can't. I'm timid. I'm shy. I can't do this." Do you know they would have just missed out on their blessing? They would have missed out on that milk and honey because there wasn't anyone that was brave enough to carry on, to finish. So that promise was already given to them, but now they had to fight for it. Now imagine if Joshua and his people then were now timid and they couldn't do it, they couldn't fight. These people would still be enslaved in 2025. They would have not been freed from that. But Joshua and his people had to be courageous, had to be strong. So why I'm saying that story is to give you an analogy of what it means to be confident and what it means to be timid. If Joshua was now timid at that point, at that very, very, very crucial point, they would have never had milk and honey. They would have never had milk and honey. They would have had to go back to Egypt. And I know Pharaoh and his people, or they had to have new Pharaoh because he was under the sea at this point. But Pharaoh and the Egyptians would have not taken to them very lightly that now you've come back, you've killed half of our men who've tried to come and take you back, and you've killed some of them, and now you're coming back. It would have been a mad thing. So this is just an example. Now think about it in your own life. What things have you missed out on, or what opportunities have you missed out on because you were timid? Or what blessings have been promised you, but you have to be confident to actually attain that blessing? It doesn't just come. God's not a genie. I've said this last time. God is not a genie. We don't give, "Oh, here's my three wishes. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I wish for this, that." No, God's not even a genie. You need to take your blessing yourself. You need to take it. It's been given, but you have to go and take it. Now, if you're timid, it's not possible. So you need to be courageous, right? Now, why timidity is not from God. The first reason why it's not from God, or maybe the only reason, I don't know how long this video is going to go for, is because it literally says in the word, like, not giving you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So he's not giving you a spirit of fear. God's equipped you with confidence through his spirit. Through his spirit, he's equipped you with confidence, because it's saying God's not giving you a spirit of fear. What's the opposite of fear? It's the power, right? So the spirit of fear is not from God. It's not from God. So that's what I'm saying to you. If it's not from God, because timidity is not, you can't put that next to God. It doesn't work. It's like two magnets. It'll repel against each other. God and fear do not go in the same category. You can't put them next to each other. God is not a spirit of fear, and he doesn't give you a spirit of fear, but he gives you a spirit of power. He gives you a spirit of love, and he gives you a spirit of a sound mind. So that power should be very encouraging for you to know that this has come from the Lord. So any type of spirit of fear, you have to cancel it right away, because the more you feed on that spirit of fear, the bigger it grows. Fear grows in isolation, guys. Fear grows in isolation. So the more you feed that, and it might start with a little thing, but the more you feed that thing, it continues to grow. It continues to grow. It continues to grow until you don't even know it. You're now here with social anxiety. You can't leave your house. You can't even go to the corner shop to get yourself some milk because you're scared that someone might look at you. Of course, someone might look at you. So, why do you care? Why do you care? They've got eyes, no? What, do you want everyone to walk around blindfolded that they can't see anything? Of course, but you have to start to think yourself, is that a rational fear to have? Someone might look at you. Yeah, and what are we getting at here? What are we getting at? Of course, everyone's got eyes that they can see. What's the problem? That fear is now irrational. That's when you have to start to look at things to see, is it rational what I'm having a fear over, or is it irrational? And you tend to find a lot of the things that you have fear over are irrational. You've just let that thing grow. Fear grows in isolation. You've let that thing grow over time. And because of that, you're now scared to go get some milk. Is that a life? Is that a life you should be living? I don't think so. The next thing that I want to talk to you about is, guys, to get rid of the spirit of timidity, yeah, you need to start doing things. So the opposite of fear, where you isolated and you withdraw, you actually have to push yourself to do things. Confidence comes from doing. You can't just sit around and say, oh yeah, I want to be confident. Oh yeah, I want to be confident. You have to do things. You have to take small actions to get you to become more confident. What you have to do is basically you're training your mind, you're training your brain to say, you're challenging your brain and proving to your brain that the fear that you have is actually irrational, therefore you should disregard it. So for example, if you're scared to speak in meetings or things like that, just start by speaking to one or two people that will be in the meeting. Get comfortable with speaking to them. Yeah, and then maybe put your hand up, answer a question, ask something. Don't care what people say. They like it or they don't like it. You're not going to die at the end of the day. You're still going to live after that. So you have to actually think to yourself, is this irrational? Is this rational or irrational? Start by doing things. If you're scared to speak to people, start going outside. I've said this in another video. Say hi to somebody. Just say good morning to someone. You're not asking for anything back. You're just getting used to speaking to other people that are not your family, or you're not staying within the four walls of your house. You're not confined to those four walls. Just start taking a walk outside. You're scared. Take a walk outside. It's actually nice. The weather's nice. I'm heading out soon again. Like, the weather's actually really nice. Yeah? Take a walk outside. You have to start by doing. Faith without works is dead. You can't be praying, oh God, make me confident, make me confident. Oh God, get rid of my timidity, timidity. and you're just sitting there doing niche. God's not a genie, and God is not a forceful God. He will never force you to do something that you have not agreed to do as well. You have to agree to this. He'll help you, of course. He is the Lord and He wants the best from you because He said it's not a spirit of fear, it's a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. Yes, we know that. Now we have to put these things in practice. We have to practice these daily. If you need more tips on that, grab my 21-day confident workbook because I'm giving you game for 21 days for free. No money is required for this thing, just commitment for 21 days. If you're serious about overcoming timidity, this is a good kickstart in the right direction. And the things that are in there are not too hard, not too complicated, but they will challenge you, especially if you're someone who struggles with this. So grab the thing. It is in the bio. It is free. I don't want any money from you. It is free. Okay? Capiche. The last thing that I want to speak to you guys about is get yourself around people who speak that language, who speak that language of confidence, who speak that language of getting rid of timidity. Get yourself in a community of people who speak life to you. If you did an evaluation of your life and you're very anxious and you're depressed or whatever, just do a life check. See who's around you in your life. Are those people affirming you? Are those people speaking life to you? Or are you surrounded in an environment that speaks death? That speaks death. Life and death comes from the power of the tongue, yeah. So the things that you say can either bring life to a situation or it can bring death to a situation. Do an evaluation of the people around you. I've worked in mental health as an occupational therapist, right? And I'm telling you for free, if when people do these evaluations and they look at their environment, they'll see there's negativity left, right, center. Could have started from the parents and the grandparents and the friends at school, then the boyfriend did this or the girlfriend did that, and the work is like this, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of negativity that surround these things. So you just wouldn't be someone that it just happened and there's no other external factors. Your environment plays a crucial part in this. If your environment is very, very negative, very toxic, it's not good. You can change that. You have the power to change that. That does not have to be your environment for the rest of your life. If you want to change that, you totally can. You actually have to check your environment, do an evaluation. If you have to cut some people off, cut them off because they're not helping you, they're not speaking life to you. What benefit are they in your life? What benefit? Are you benefiting from them? Are they benefiting from you? Is it reciprocal? If it's not, just ask yourself what they're still doing there. Not even in a bad way to say cut off at absolutely everybody, but just think to yourself, really and truly, ask yourself this question: what are they doing? How is this relationship helping you, or how is it helping them? Especially on top of that, they're speaking death to you every single day. What are you doing apart from being attached to them? There's nothing else. There's nothing else. You find that if you surround yourself in an environment that speaks life to you over time, you have no reason but to be confident. You have no reason but to not be timid. It's the opposite. Because the more you hear that positive thing, those positive things, yeah, you'll start to rewire your brain. You start to rewire your brain, and that helps you to actually have the sound mind. There's so many things some people are products of their environment, that their environment is very negative, their environment is very dark. And you can tell, like your countenance shows, man. Your countenance can show people what type of environment you're coming from, even without you saying anything. Even without you saying anything. You know, some people had like that emo stage when they were like in secondary school. Their parents are not emo, their parents are normal human beings, and then they've just done an emo phase. If you look at the whole friendship group is doing emo, and they're looking at their family like, oh, I hate this family. I hate this. Where do you think they got that behavior from? Them and their friends are doing that together. They're doing I hate this family business together. But you see how as they get older, their friends change and they themselves change and they get out of that emo phase. And even the music that they listen to, yo, have you heard the music? It's like I don't listen to rock, but yeah, my thing. It's just like mosh pits and like if you hear them, they sound like okay. If you listen to rock, that's your own. But that music, yeah, it's something else. What's that? Sounds like they're going through something. Like, yo, if you want to speak to someone, you can chat to somebody about that. But, anyways, they all went through that emo phase. But you see, as they grow, their friendship group changes and they actually get out of that emo phase. Glory be to God. And then they just live a normal life, to be honest. But that environment, not even saying it's from the home environment, it could be, but the friendship group as well is very telling. So I want you guys to overcome this timidity. It's not from God. It's not from God. And God is saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. He's not giving you a spirit of fear. So if you have that spirit of fear, you have to check where does it come from. Okay, party people, I have to head out. This one's nice and quick again. I feel like you guys like the quick ones, but yeah, let me know what you think anyways. Some of you guys are DMing me like you like the video. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Okay? Thank you for liking it though. Okay, lovely people. Ciao.